Well, we came to see if you could restore pictures of my grandfather and myself and my wife and my twin children, my daughter and son.
Hi, how are you today?
Fine.
How can I help you today?
Well, I have a picture of myself and my wife that I want restored, and I have a picture of my grandfather that I want restored.
And then one of us. So this is the grandfather.
So this is you and your wife?
That's correct.
Okay. Pretty lady. Okay, and this one is you?
My grandfather.
Your grandfather.
My mother's father.
Okay. And this picture looks like paint.
Yes.
And it's still in good conditions, except for the
Water
parts, water damage.
Yeah.
And
this one is me and my twin brother. I'm the youngest.
wow, this is no more damage.
Yeah. We moved, and when I opened the box, it was
torn
like that.
Oh, and I guarantee it's going to look really good.
Okay.
You're not even going to notice one little scratch.
Okay.
Okay, let's do this.
My name is Clyde Wixom, and currently I live in Lehi, Utah. I was born in Salt Lake City, but I lived most of my adult life in California. Okay, that's myself and my wife, Vanetta Norton Wixom. My oldest daughter was getting married in Oakland, California, and we had this picture taken at that time. Well, my wife passed away a year and a half ago, and that's a good picture of her, and I wanted to restore it so I could frame it and give each of the kids a copy of it. Those are our last children that were born to us. They were twins. We took that picture on I think it was about their 4th birthday. That's Henry Booth Walters, my grandfather, my mother's father. He was born in London, England, in 1827. When he was in London, he heard the Mormon missionaries talk when he was 17. And he joined the Mormon church and married and had 7 children. And they decided to emigrate to America, to be with the saints here in Utah. And they had paid passage for he and his family. He was called on a mission to stay in England, and so he stayed and sent his wife and children on to America. However, his first wife gave birth to a child on the way, and the child died 11 days later, and the mother died also and was buried at sea. And so he was left, those children were left without family at all. They had an aunt that lived with them, but she died on the way across the plains. So he decided he would leave England and come out to America. And he had a dream by his first wife, and she said, "You stay, the children will be okay." And he did. And then when he finished his mission there in England, he married my grandmother, which was Carolyn Francis. And she was 19 and he was 37. And they had 12 children here in Salt Lake City. He had his degree in college from England, and he was going to teach school when he got to Salt Lake, but because of the weather, the wagon train that he was in was late. And by the time he got here, he was in the Willys, not handcart company, but the wagon train that followed the handcart company. And when he was a young man, his father was a bootmaker. And so he had taught him the bootmaking trade. So when he got here, he went repairing shoes and making boots, and he and his wife started a grocery store, and he ran the bootmaking part and she ran the store, and they did very well. It could have been made in England. It's about the time when he married her, I think. Well, because I found it after my mother's death, I would like to have it so that I can give each of my siblings a picture, and some of the grandchildren all want one, and so I want to be able to give them a restored picture. These pictures are my son-in-law's grandparents, Filiberto Martinez and Guadalupe Martinez. They were from Nuevo Laredo, Mexico. We're probably, well, we know for sure that they were people who came from Spain, who had been raised in the Jewish faith, but because of the Inquisition, they joined the Catholic Church and came to this country to get out of the problems. And when they were in Mexico City, the church had a problem with them there, so they moved just as far away as they could.
What is Kathy, Mark?
Kathy, come on, time to work. Quit texting.
Hi, Kathy.
Hello.
What's up with the lab coat?
You told me to take my job very seriously, so I did.
Well, that is taking your job seriously. Thank you.
Wow.
Nice
Finally,
one,
she's going to take her job seriously. Now that we are talking about very seriously, let's talk about the new order.
Wait. Talking about very seriously? Don't you mean talking very seriously?
So talking about seriousness. Is that okay?
Is that a word?
What is the
All
word?
right.
Okay. This is the first one. Is this him and his wife? So the next
Oh my
order.
heavens.
Look, Kathy.
Whole new level of your dog ate your homework.
This is for you. This is the great-grandfather, and this one has a lot of water damage. And I think
it does, I can tell.
But this really isn't a photo.
no,
Yeah, if you tell, this is a
a paint.
A drawing.
A drawing.
a drawing.
On charcoal, on cardboard.
The earliest known drawings were found in caves in which countries? A. France and Spain, B. Brazil and Costa Rica, C. Ireland and Sweden.
We have two more of the
They
daughter.
actually had one of those machines that did it. That they looked through the glass and they could project it on it and sketch it at the same time.
Oh.
Yeah, I've seen one of those.
And the answer is A. France and Spain.
And then we have these two pictures
When
of.
Kathy gets married, you're going to have a son-in-law.
Okay. Mark, let's talk about this. Okay, let's start with this picture. This one. Remember how I was all
Yeah.
broken in the face? Okay. We enjoy working in this, especially because you brought a little vest. So I hope we match the colors really good.
Well, it'll
Did
be-
that help?
Yes, because sometimes it's hard to find the right color. So, what do you think?
Oh, wow.
That's very nice.
And the little girl with the blue eyes is you.
Yeah. Wow.
Okay.
That's very nice.
Dad and mom,
Yep.
your wife.
Right.
So, we enhance the colors.
Oh, that's nice.
So, the color of the suit looks much better, you know.
Yeah.
Clean the
That's really
background.
nice.
Very nice.
And this is the picture of your
Grandfather.
grandfather. So, we clean it.
Oh, wow.
And we make in color like you asked. Well, he looks like a famous Mexican artist.
Mm-hmm.
Frida Kahlo or
Yes,
something.
yes.
Yes. But he looks more like a European, yes.
Yeah.
But, you know, Latinos come in all colors too.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So, This is the new one.
Oh, that's good.
So we fix all the dress here, you see, and make the skin a little better in the background. And this one is for him.
Oh wow, that looks like Dad, like Jess's dad.
Yeah,
Sure does.
we fix this broken piece
But I
and all
like
the
it.
fade out.
This is, I didn't like this.
Yeah.
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 So we clean all that so we can see his face better.
Right.
Yeah. Very
What?
nice.
Do you like your pictures?
Very nice.
Yes, very
I would be
Okay.
very pleased.
Really thank you for restoring the picture of my wife and I. I really like that. And my favorite is my grandfather. That picture looked like it was a drawing, now it looks like a photo. And it's 150 years old. And I really do appreciate that, and I know the family will too.
Very much so.
Very much.
I really enjoyed the one of my brother and I when we were little.
He was secretary to the Second Quorum of 70s here for 22 years. Thank you, Restore TV. I really do appreciate it. We're very pleased.